Top 10 must-visit places in Sumatra. The island of Sumatra, located to the west of Java, is home to rich landscapes, blustering volcanoes, and unique culture that makes it a fascinating if under-visited stop on the tourist trail. The tourism infrastructure is more basic in Sumatra than other areas, but for those who make the journey, a trip across this diverse island is a rewarding experience, and some of the highlights include tropical islands, limpid crater lakes, enchanting wildlife, and bustling cities, to name but a few. Here we take a look at the top 10 places to visit in Sumatra. Mentawai Islands, just off the coast of West Sumatra, lie a cluster of volcanic islands that make up the Mentawai Islands, a hidden gem perfect for those who want some surf and sand that is firmly off the beaten track. Travel here is not too arduous if you take a ferry from Penang to the largest of the islands, Siberut, and from there you can venture onto smaller islands that boast better surf breaks like Pulau Sipora. Mentawai Islands, Sumatra, Indonesia. Mentawai Islands, Sumatra. Photo by Claire. Medan, the largest city in Sumatra. Medan is often maligned as a tourist spot and only used as an entry and exit point for the nearby Lake Toba and Bukit Lawang, although to miss Medan altogether is to miss a trick. Internationally it may not be well known, but within Indonesia is it considered one of the country's premium foodie destinations, particularly in neighboring Java, and visitors flock here just to eat and drink their way around the city. If you are using Medan as your main entry point onto other things in Indonesia, then at least make sure to sample some of its culinary delights before you leave, such as soto Medan, a spicy coconut milk-based soup often eaten for breakfast, and mie set, curried fried noodles. Lake Toba. As you move around North Sumatra, one of premium attractions here is Lake Toba, which has the claim to fame of being the largest crater lake in the world, having been formed by a massive eruption of a now dormant volcano, or, if you believe the local legend, by a magic fish. Lake Toba is known for being the home of the Batak, one of the main indigenous groups in Sumatra, and the tombs of Batak kings of old as well as traditional Batak-style houses can all be visited at Lake Toba. Pang Pang is yet another place in Sumatra that is raved about by domestic travelers and largely ignored by international tourists. One of the main reasons that foreign tourists go to Penang is to move on to other places like the Mentawai Islands, and so the city has a wide range of accommodation options and facilities, but the biggest draw here is the food. Widely touted as the best food in the whole of Indonesia, a lofty claim in a county with over 17,000 islands, Penang food comes in the form of the ubiquitous nasi Penang, a range of small plates of vegetables, curries, and accompaniments like tofu or tempeh compressed soybeans, served with rice. Bukit Lawang. To the north of Medan, you will find Bukit Lawang, most well known for its orangutan sanctuary that aims to rehabilitate these precious primates and reintroduce them into the wild. Bukit Lawang lies at the beginning of Gunung Leuser National Park, a protected area of jungle that stretches up into Aceh province, and due to its unspoiled charms it is a great place to go trekking and check out some of the local flora and fauna. Pulau is arguably one of the most beautiful islands in Indonesia, but unfortunately, most visitors never make the trip up there to find out. Located off the coast of Aceh province, Pulau has some of the best diving and snorkeling in Indonesia and is thankfully far less crowded than other beach locations, while still having just enough visitors to ensure that tourists will be well catered for. Banda Aceh, the capital of Aceh province, Banda Aceh has sadly become synonymous with the devastating tsunami of 2004, L2.